Mega Dragonite could be one of the strongest new Mega Evolutions. It's tied for the single most stat points of anything in the format with Mega Tyranitar and Mega Garchomp. It has a good ability in multi-scale, which makes it even bulkier. It's now a special attacker rather than a physical one, which means it doesn't have to worry about abilities like Intimidate slowing it down. And it's got a really wide and useful move pool. Most people seem to think that Mega Dragonite is at least good and maybe great. But most of the way that players are currently using Mega Dragonite is on rain teams. Dragonite is a flying type, and the strongest flying type move that it gets access to is Hurricane, which is inaccurate unless it's used in rain. So many players are pairing Mega Dragonite with Pokemon like Pelipper and Basculegion. But I'm wondering if that's the only way that you can use Mega Dragonite. See, one thing that I noticed about Mega Dragonite is that its Dragon and Flying moves, neither of them hit Steel-type Pokemon, which is a pain, except that Dragonite also gets Fire moves like Flamethrower and Heat Wave. I wanted to know if it was possible to use Mega Dragonite outside of rain so you could hit these Steel-type Pokemon for super effective damage with your Fire moves. Dragonite can also heal itself with Roost, allowing you to potentially get multiple uses out of your multi-scale ability over the course of the battle. This is the starting idea, but the thing is that with only Dragon Pulse and Heat Wave for damage, Dragonite just isn't going to be doing that much damage in the first place because these moves just aren't that strong. So I was thinking about ways that I could raise Dragonite's damage output, and I thought about the move Baton Pass. Baton Pass switches the user to another Pokemon in your party, but they pass along any stat boost that they've accrued. When I was looking through the list of Baton Pass users, one Pokemon in particular stood out to me, and that's Espathra. Its speed boost ability gives it a speed boost at the end of every single turn, and it can also use Calm Mind to boost its special attack and special defense, which it can then pass to Dragonite. It's a bit of a gimmicky strategy, but I thought that it could be interesting, especially because Espathra also has the move Lumina Crash, which lowers the special defense of whatever it hits by 2 stages. Meaning even if you don't Baton Pass, Espathra still has some synergy. Next, to support Espathra and buy it time while it uses Calm Mind, I added Incineroar. Incineroar is a very good support Pokemon when you want to buy time. Speaking of Incineroar, I realized that opposing Incineroar is actually pretty problematic. Since they can use Parting Shot, they can actually cancel out the Calm Mind boost that my Espathra is trying to pass to Dragonite. They have Fake Out, which is always annoying, and my own Incineroar plus my Espathra can't really damage them at all, and Dragonite can't get rid of them quickly. So next I add one of the single best anti-Incineroar Pokemon in the game, Milotic. Not only is Milotic a water type, and not only is it extremely bulky, allowing it to sit in the field for like forever, but it also has the competitive ability, which gives it 2 special attack boosts whenever any of its stats are dropped. If Incineroar switches in against Milotic, its Intimidate ability will activate Milotic's competitive ability, effectively doubling Milotic's special attack. Milotic can also support the team with Icy Wind to slow down foes. Looking at the team, it looks pretty decent, although certain Steel-type Pokemon like Kingambit look very, very difficult, and so I decided to add the most popular Fighting-type Pokemon in the game, Sneasler. I don't really like Sneasler very much, to be honest, but it's a very fast fighting type that also gets Fake Out, which is great for support, so I figured it was at least worth considering here. Lastly, I realized that Mega Dragonite is not very good into sand. The Sandstorm will break Dragonite's multi-scale, Dragonite is weak to rock, Tyranitar is so bulky that even after a Calm Mind, Dragon Pulse is not going to be doing that much damage, so I started thinking about other Mega Evolutions that could slot in when Dragonite was bad. Bonus points of these Mega Evolutions could take advantage of Calm Mind and Speed Boost. There was one in particular that stood out to me, and that is Venusaur Mega. Venusaur is mostly used as like a Focus Sash Pokemon right now when paired with Charizard Y, but Mega Venusaur is a Pokemon that I actually won a regional with way back in 2014? It's already super bulky, and if you start passing it Calm Mind, it's going to be almost impossible to remove. This strategy is a little bit different than the ones that I normally build. This one definitely has more of a focus on defense rather than balance or offense like I prefer, but I'm curious to test it out to see how good Dragonite feels when it doesn't have access to the rain. I'm actually not going to share the rental code with you here because I am not convinced that this team is like a fully fleshed out concept, and I feel bad, like especially because you need to use resources to get the team in game. I feel bad sharing a team where I'm not as confident in on this channel, like because yeah, maybe people will just take it and run with it. Kingambit, that is not a super good matchup. I will post it on Patreon regardless because I post all my teams there. And I'll still post the extra battles with this team regardless, but yeah, we will have to see. So I don't think this is a good matchup. Honestly, it's not so bad, right? I need to watch out for that Dragapult. That looks pretty scary. They don't have any Intimidate, so my Milotic is only so-so. I would like to lead Instant, but they could be leading with Kingambit. Let's try Sneasler up front, and then we'll do Dragonite in the back with It's not Venus. I mean, I could do Brave Venusaur because they have Sun, but yeah, I think it's probably. I actually think it might be Milotic here because it actually like Scald is really good with like Scald just applies good pressure, and then Icy Wind actually is pretty nice here as well. So let's give this a shot. Oh, we got this music. Let's go. Sneasler Dragapult. Okay, interesting. So. A bit of an awkward lead for me, I think. I'm going to protect both my Pokemon here, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be in a position where I'm able to go for, what am I trying to say? A Calm Mind here, but I think getting the speed boost is pretty good here, especially because Espathra can KO their Sneasler in one hit, potentially. There's Fake Out. The question is, does the Sneasler Focus Sash, right? We go for Psychic Fangs, actually. I was not expecting that. Super not expecting that. So it looks like my Sneasler is probably just dead. I'm going to Lumina Crash their Sneasler, and I'm going to Dire Claw here because I think it's somewhat obvious now that I switch out. And if I can get a status condition here, that'd really swing things. Here's Lumina Crash. Okay, if they don't have Focus Sash, Sneasler's going to go down here. That's really good. Getting rid of Sneasler is pretty nice. I don't even mind taking a Psychic Fangs here, like trading Sneasler for Sneasler. It is just Psychic Fangs. I guess I could have switched. Yeah, my Sneasler hasn't felt as good as I would have liked it to. In all honesty. So let's see here. I'm now +2 speed. I don't have a Calm Mind up, but that's kind of okay. I go into my Lodic here. I can start going for Scald / Icy Winds. Gambit, okay. I think that's all right, all things considered. I think I should probably just rip the Baton Pass now and Scald here. I don't have the special defense boost, which is kind of suspect, but like, yeah, if I get the Burn, I can Gambit. It would be a big deal. Okay, here's Baton Pass. So now, okay, now we have partial setup off. We didn't get the Calm Mind up, but we do get Dragonite in with 2 speed boosts. I think that's part of the nice thing about a Spothra is you don't need necessarily to go for, okay, it's mixed actually. Gonna break multi-scale here. No drop, okay, that's good. If we get the burn here, we're in really good shape. It's good damage. Oh, that's so good. Scald is such a broken move. Scald is such a broken move. Let's either go for Swords Dance. We got Kowtow into my Lodic, yeah, but thanks to the burn, it's really not doing much. They have some leftovers. Yeah, okay, this is now looking very, very good because I can Mega Evolve, get my speed up, and go for a Dragon Pulse into Dragapult. And I'm just gonna Scald here again, I think. Is there like, am I missing something? Is there like Sash on this? Where's the Sash on this team? Could be on Dragapult, I guess. With these speed boosts, by the way, it's actually totally possible that, stayed in, okay. It's totally possible for me to set up late game for like an Espathra Lumina Crash supporting Dragonite. Like since my Focus Sash is still active. So we'll have to see here. Dragonite Mega Evolves. I go for Dragon Pulse. Do they have Focus Sash? I kind of saw it coming, didn't I? Okay, I'm now back into being in trouble. It's not over, but it's starting to look a little bit. Let's see the Draco Meteor. Oh no. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna lose. Yeah, Dragonite because I lost the multi-scale on the switch in. I could have gone for a Roost this turn. I just thought it was like somewhat overkill. Yeah, I didn't cover for Sash Dragapult, unfortunately. Okay, 65 down to 33. Interesting. Another Kowtow Cleave comes out. My Melodic actually is taking damage here, unfortunately. So I guess it's special Dragapult, but it's allowed to be mixed because it's the Focus Sash. They're getting lower. It's not over because I still have Sash on a Espathra here. I always should protect a Espathra for sure. The question is, do I attack with my Melodic or do I just click Recover maybe? I think Recover is certainly not bad here. I'm not really that worried about Dragapult, right? This covers as well for like a switch a little bit. It like punishes it slightly. Here's Garchomp actually. Okay, interesting. My Melodic is in really good shape here. The problem is, okay, Sucker Punch comes out, it fails. Okay, I have kind of a crazy idea. I kind of want to go for Lumina Crash into Garchomp. I kind of want to go for Icy Wind. I'm going to do it. I'm going to potentially activate +2 on this King Gambit because it's burn, so it's basically goes back to neutral. And I think they might go for Sucker Punch this turn anyway. We'll have to see. This is this is probably the crucial turn now that Dragonite is gone. Yeah, my Lodic's looking really good here. That first burn ends up like just being so important. I think if I hadn't got that first burn, I would have been in really, really major trouble. Okay, here's Sucker Punch. Okay, Espathra takes a ton of damage here. Goes down to 37 HP. Here's Lumina Crash. It's gonna drop Garchomp down to 60%. Drop special defense by 2. They go for stomping into my Lodic. I actually survived the turn with Espathra, or yeah, with Espathra here. Icy Wind hits both. How much does this do to King Gambit? Folks, it didn't do enough. I made a mistake. It didn't do enough. It didn't do enough. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Oh no, I got the Garchomp, but I could have just scalded, I guess. Oh god, okay. Okay, I think I can still win this. The question is just how? Okay, we don't know the last move on Dragapult. We don't know if it's Protect. We've seen Psychic Fang, Shadow Ball, and Draco Meteor. Okay, I Protect. Let's say they Swords Dance. That's the worst case scenario. The next turn I would Lumina Crash into Dragapult, and I would Recover. Yeah, fine. Oh, but what if they go for Phantom Force? We've seen Shadow Ball. Surely they don't have Phantom Force as well. They didn't Protect. Here's Sucker Punch, okay. Shadow Ball, okay. Into my Lodic. My God, this is gonna be down to the wire. Okay, 4% left of King Gambit. I think my best move here is to go for Lumina Crash into Dragapult. This forces them to have to Sucker Punch me, right? And then I can Scald into Dragapult, actually. This is better because I can't miss. Okay, they Sucker Punch into a Spot Throw. The question now is, my Lodic is one of the single bulkiest Pokemon in the game right now. Does it survive a Draco Meteor? Oh, just they go for Shadow Ball. Okay, and surely I survive a Shadow Ball. Yeah, not even close. I guess they were banking on Icy Wind missing, but because of the burn, I can actually just rely on that to take out the King Gambit. So Dragapult's gonna go down here, and my Lodic versus King Gambit, the final battle here, it's gonna come down to the burn, which finishes off King Gambit. So, yeah, this was definitely a weird game. They had some really unorthodox sets, but you can see the value of those strange sets, like Psychic Fang, Focus Sash, Dragapult was actually like a huge threat. And I think that if I hadn't gotten the burn, I might have been in some big trouble. Okay, but we gotta win. Yeah, and the Spot Throw was honestly pretty good here, even though like the full setup strategy didn't work. I think it was still worth using. So this is a Sand team, but it also has a Trick Room mode. I don't really have that many great options against Trick Room or against Sand. They also have Glimmora, who's pretty scary. They also have Orthworm, who's pretty scary. So I wonder if this is a Venusaur game. It's probably a Venusaur game, to be honest. Yeah, that means this is pretty good into a lot of their Pokemon. I would really like to get a Calm Mind up. And then the last Pokemon, yeah, I'm gonna do my Lodic fourth here. I feel like Sneasler, everybody's ready for Sneasler, and it's not so easy for me to get my close combat off. To activate my White Herb. So yeah, we're gonna try Venusaur here in game number 2. I don't think Dragonite is bad here, but like Venusaur, with Mega Venusaur actually getting Thick Fat, it's actually not so bad into Crabominable Mega, assuming they go with the Trick Room route. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to get my Baton Pass off here. Okay, Sinistcha plus Glimmora is kind of spooky. I'm gonna go for Calm Mind, and I'm gonna fake out the Glimmora. I can afford to do this because I have Mega Venusaur in the back, so if Toxic Spikes go up, it's not such a big deal. They need to watch out for my Lumina Crash, though. I expect them to go for Trick Room on this turn, to be honest. Crabominable, Glimmora, T-Tar Exca. Okay, so here's fake out. Toxic Debris. Okay, not great. I could have gone for like, okay, they went for Rage Powder. Okay, that's very, very good. That's very, very, very good. Okay, I think let's not be greedy. I think one Calm Mind is probably enough here. Although, I mean, I could go for a second one, right? But I think they could go for Trick Room. Like, yeah, they could just go for Trick Room as well. Okay, the other option here is I could actually go into Venusaur on this turn if I wanted. Hang on, let me think about this. Because now that I've broken the Sash, I could switch to Venu and Lumina Crash on this turn. This is a bit risky. I don't think it's Mega Glimmora. There's too many other good Megas on this team. I just had to speak. Okay, let's see. I don't think Incineroar survives this. I'll tell you that much. Okay, Rage Powder. Yeah, they're not even going for Trick Room here. I guess I'm just gonna lose my, what's it called here? Okay, +1 Lumina Crash. It's not gonna do that much damage, unfortunately. I could have Baton Passed here. I wanted to get a second boost up, to be honest. So if they go for Power Gem, I don't think there's any world in which Instant survive. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, now that they've Mega Evolved, by the way. Now that they've Mega Evolved, I feel like I don't need to save Incineroar. It's like not as important that I save Incineroar because of the fact that, what am I saying? I feel like it's not as important that I save Incineroar because I don't have to worry about its Crabominable as much. I have Lumina Crash available on this turn. I could Lumina Crash either slot. I don't hate Calm Mind Mega Sludge Bomb here, I think. They switched into T-Tar, okay. This is a good turn for me, I think, because they're -2 on the Sinistcha. So all of a sudden I have Mega Venusaur in play. I've already Mega Evolved early, which is good. I got rid of the Toxic Spikes. What do they go for here? I go for another Calm Mind, so I'm now +2, +2, +2, I think? With speed as well, about to be +3. I go for Sludge Bomb here. I take out the Sinistcha, which means no more Trick Room threat on this team. So what else do they have? Excadrill, Orthworm, or Crabominable? All of which are a little bit awkward here for them. I have Venusaur in play. I'm now +3 on the Venusaur. Is that gonna be faster than Excadrill and Sand? I super doubt it. +3 versus Excadrill and Sand. Plus another one. Okay, I'm actually gonna protect both here, which seems a little strange, I know. This stalls a turn of Sand, but more importantly, it allows my Venusaur next turn to outspeed their Excadrill and their Tyranitar. Next turn, I'm gonna switch Venusaur into Incineroar, and I'm gonna go for Baton Pass on that turn. So I'll get the Intimidate on both Pokemon, unless they're White Herb, I guess. And then I'll get +4 speed Mega Venusaur with +2 special attack, +2 special event, and oh, they protected. Hey, they're doing Mega Drill. That's probably against the rules. So you're not supposed to name your Pokemon after other Pokemon. I guess Drill isn't a Pokemon. Okay, this is a bit of a sore spot for me because back in my second ever regional in Philadelphia in 2012, somebody named they had Excadrill T-Tar and they named their Excadrill Tar and they named their T-Tar Drill. And one of them had the balloon, and I earth powered into the balloon one because they had done this like sneaky thing with their nicknames. Okay, I'm doing it now. I'm gonna go for it. I'm +4 speed into Spathra, but I'm gonna go for it here. If I can get Venusaur in safely, I can use Giga Drain to heal a ton of health back, which would be really clutch. Because I suspect I'll take at least some damage this turn. So I go into Incineroar, the chosen one Incineroar. I intimidate both these Pokemon. They don't protect. Would have been good if they had. Here's Baton Pass, nice clean animation there. I could go Milotic here, but I mean, the whole point is to get the setup into one of the Mega Evolutions, right? They go for high horsepower into Venu. Does a lot. And they Rock Slide, but they miss one of my Pokemon. Venu, okay, that's way better for me. Okay, now I just need to start Giga Draining stuff. Right? Just need to get some Giga Drains off. I think I'm really strong now. I'm super strong. I go into Milotic now, I think, because Milotic's water typing hits all three of these Pokemon for super effective. The question is, who should I Giga Drain and who should I Scald? I'm gonna Giga Drain the T-Tar in case it's Scarf. Like, it is possible, right? I'm gonna Scald the Excadrill. Because Scald is better versus Excadrill as well. No Protect from T-Tar, no Protect from T-Tar. No Protect from T-Tar, no Protect from T-Tar. Come on. Okay, that's fine. I think they might be Choice Scarf based on how they're playing this. Glimmora comes back out. They do protect the Excadrill, but that's fine. I really just need the health back. That's my number one goal right now. We're gonna go for Giga Drain. This is boosted Giga Drain. It's not gonna be that much because they have the Sand Up. Without the Sand Up, it would have been a KO. We get a lot of health back from that. Go for Scald. I'm gonna Giga Drain again. The question is, do I Giga Drain Excadrill, who just protected, or the Glimmora, or my own Milotic? I feel like the safest play is to Giga Drain here and Scald here. Seems like a reasonable play at the very least. If I get crit, then I can lose. But the thing is, as long as I'm Scalding the Excadrill, I still have Milotic, which is pretty difficult for this team to handle. And if I get a KO on this turn, then the Sand will end, and that will put me really far ahead. Or the Sand will eventually end. Okay, good Giga Drain comes out, gets rid of Glimmora. Mega Glimmora is really cool. I'm really excited to use that Pokemon. I go back to decent health. And we'll have to see what Excadrill does. They basically, I think they need to crit me on this turn to win. Oh, but they go into Milotic. Yeah, that's, well, they got the crit, but that's not what I meant. You need to crit Venusaur, I'm pretty sure. Okay, tell me honestly, have you ever seen Mega Venusaur outspeed Excadrill in the sand? No burn. Oh, the sand ended. That's actually bad timing. I guess if they crit me again, they could win, right? Here's T-Tar again. I mean, surely +2 Giga Drain KOs. Surely this thing I think this is Scarf T-Tar, right? I don't think it's bulky. Let's Giga Drain into T-Tar and let's go for a recover. I might need another crit. Okay, but they protect Excadrill here, so they really need this Tyranitar to survive Giga Drain. If it doesn't survive, I think they're just hosed. Whoa. Okay. Hang on, they could win this still. Because my Spathra can never damage their Tyranitar. Okay, but oh, it's not Scarf. Hello. I guess I could have gone for like Icy Wind. Oh, they just go for Rock Slide. That's not gonna do enough damage, and they miss Milotic. Okay, I don't think a crit will get it here. Yeah, good effort, but I think in the end, my Venusaur is just too unbreakable. Yeah, it took a little bit of setup, but like once Venusaur gets going, the fact that it's able to do this much damage and is able to heal back so much, like I didn't even need to click Synthesis. I'm almost wondering if maybe I should have just run a different move here instead of Synthesis. Yeah, okay, that's the end of the Excadrill. And I think that's just gonna do it, to be honest. Yeah. You know, it's funny, I know Assaultist isn't in the game, but seeing that Tyranitar survived +2 Giga Drain and seeing that it hasn't used Protect, I'm like, yeah, maybe it's Assaultist Tyranitar, that would make sense. Oh, found the item, Pasture Berry, okay. All right. Okay, and then that's a second win, so that's pretty good. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna queue up and I'm gonna play until I get a game with where I can at least bring Mega Dragonite, because I feel like we didn't get the full setup on Mega Dragonite. I want to see if I can give it a shot. So yeah, it might be a bit of a break until the next one. But I do want to have one game here, the third game here at the very least, where we try and feature, if possible, I'm gonna try and get the full setup onto Mega Dragonite. I'm also just gonna bring it regardless of if it's a good or bad matchup. So yeah, we might have a jump cut here. Maybe we won't, who knows? Okay, a Rain team with a Tricker mode and potential Blastoise Mega. Do I even bring Sneasler? Sneasler's not even good here. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try and get the Calm Mind off early and then pass to Dragonite. I think that if I can get a boost on Dragonite, I only need 1 of each. Like I don't need 2 speed boosts, I don't need 2 special attack boosts. I think 1 of each is enough here. I don't think this is a bad matchup at all. My Dragonite will outspeed everything at +1. I gotta watch out for like Tailwind plus Water Spout stuff, but other than that, I guess the thing that I'm most afraid of here is Pelipper plus Blastoise lead. That could be a little scary. Let's see here. We just don't want to see Blastoise plus Pelipper. I mean, it's a strong lead, so they could do it. Okay, Aegislash Sinistcha is not what I expected. I don't know what to make of that, to be honest. I have to go for Calm Mind here, right? It's gonna be really bad. I'm gonna Parting Shot the Aegislash. I know I have Dark moves available, but I think the more important thing here is to keep Espathra alive. In a perfect world, they just ignore the Espathra for a turn, or they like play defensive, right? Okay, Protect from Sinistcha. I mean, that's not a bad thing for me by any means. Let's see if they go for King Shield with Aegislash. Okay, they don't go for King Shield. I'm gonna Calm Mind here. Get my special defense up. Ideally, this is just an Aegislash that doesn't have Shadow Sneak. I expect, okay, Incineroar's faster. I get the Parting Shot off. I get them to -1 and -1. Sorry, -2 and -1 because I have Intimidate as well. I'll go into my Lodic here. Let's see if they're physical or special. I think we'd rather see special here because they're, yeah, special. We should take less damage from. Shadow Ball, they are special. Hey, how much does this do? -1 versus +1. That's a lot of damage. That might be in Shadow Sneak range. -2 Shadow Sneak? Not like Life Orb or anything. I'm gonna Baton Pass here, and I'm gonna switch back to Incin, because I think the most important thing here is that I get my setup off. What's going on with my mouse? It only glitches when I try to move it, which is kind of important. Okay, they didn't go for it. Okay, whatever. Okay, I Baton Pass here. Since +1/+1/+1 to my Dragonite. Dragonite is now in. With all these boosts, in Machagacha, I would prefer not to be burned. Being burned here would kind of suck. What's the odds of burn? 100%? 3 damage to Dragonite? Just not get the burn. Okay, great. Great. Cool. Okay, and they don't get the special defense drop. So, Dragonite is +1/+1/+1. Let's go for Terra Heat Wave here and Throat Chop. I could Roost if I'm predicting something here, but I think this is okay. Okay, switch Aegislash out. I guess this is Pelipper coming in. Incin. Okay, that's not good. That was a good switch. I could have roosted. My bad. We know 3 of their 4 Mons now, though, which is like not great for them. I wonder who's faster between our 2 Incins. Heat Wave, okay. +1 Heat Wave. Think Sinistcha and a Citrus Berry will survive a Throat Chop after the Intimidate. Oh, okay, they don't. Interesting. So they might not even be like Trick Room Sinistcha then. That's pretty good for me. They heal a little bit, but that's certainly not enough. There's no way they'll live Throat Chop. No, definitely not. There's no way. Unless they're Colbur Berry, which I... Okay. Okay, at least I didn't know which 2 animations for that. Okay, Throat Chop knocks out Sinistcha. That's really good. That means their Trick Room option is now removed. Fully. Which is excellent. What's their last Pokemon? Blastoise? Could be Blastoise. Garchomp. Okay. So I think I'm just gonna go for Protect here. And I think I'll switch back to my Lodic. I'm not really that worried about this. The thing is, if they switch Incineroar out again, then they're really gonna have to contend with the fact that my Lodic has competitive, because they do not have good ways through my Lodic quickly here. I think I'm definitely in the lead. I have my boosted Dragonite. Even if they Parting Shot me, it's not the end of the world. Let's go for Protect. Okay, maybe they Parting Shot into my Incin this turn. Maybe they Earthquake themselves. You're Fake Out into my Lodic, okay. And they Swords Dance. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a good move. It's a really good move. Okay. I am faster though, still. That is the truth. I think this is fine though. Dragon Pulse plus Scald, just get some damage on Incin. Okay, they don't Protect. Dragon Pulse comes out. It could be Sash. Okay, no, they're not Sash. I keep forgetting that I have to cover for random Focus Sash Pokemon. Okay, Garchomp goes down, and now I think it's going to be nearly impossible to get through Dragonite. Scald actually does a lot of damage to Incin here. This is probably where the Citrus is, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's fine. So I guess Sinistcha would have been leftovers then. Oh wait, no, it was Shell Ball. I already saw that. Parting Shot into... So they Parting Shot me, which gives me +3 special attack. Okay. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Here's my honest opinion. I don't think this team is very good. Like, I was able to really get a couple wins, but I don't think that this team is very good. So if you really want to try it out, just on Patreon, I'll also post a couple extra videos on Patreon as well. A couple extra battles with this team on Patreon. But I think it's like a fun concept. I do not think this is how you're supposed to use Mega Dragonite. I honestly don't even think the issue is the Dragonite. I think the issue is the Espathra Baton Pass stuff. I don't think that it really works in this format. I think that like, I think the pace is too slow. So I'm glad I tried it. I feel like I learned a lot. I feel like I learned a lot about I did not fail to build a team. I simply learned one way that it does not work. So thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with hopefully a better team.